let's move on to WA question. Alright, so let's look at the sentence structure together. So, it started with WA question and followed by do or does, okay? Followed by do or does. And followed by subject, followed by verb, followed by objects and question mark, okay? So we know the rules of do and does. Do is for plural noun or plural pronoun, or do just for plural subjects, and does is for singular subjects, right? Okay, so WA question, what are they? They are what, when, where, why, which, how, okay? So these are WA question. So let's look at the example together. What time do you go to school? What time do you go to school? I go to school at 6 o'clock. I go to school at 6 o'clock. So let's take a look at the example of the question together. So I use what followed by time. Do you go to school? So what followed by do followed by subject, which is you, followed by verb go, and then continue, okay? Object, question mark, see? So when you want to make sentence, when you want to write sentence, you need to follow the structure. And when it is asked to be WA question, you answer in a affirmative form, affirmative sentence structure. Take a look. I go to school at 6 o'clock. I is subject, go is verb 1, and then followed by object. See? So it's very simple for WA question as well. If you remember and you understand the structure of the WA question very well. Let's move on to our practice. Okay, so letter A, fill in with the present simple of verbs given. Fill in with the present simple of the verbs given. So number 1, Harry ... ice cream a day. So, is it letter A, eating? Is it letter B, eat? Is it letter C, eats? Okay, which one is the correct answer? The correct answer for this is letter C. Yes, letter C, eats, E-A-T-S, eats. Okay, why? Because Harry is a third person singular noun, right? Subject is a singular, you need to use with verb with S, eats, okay? Alright, Harry eats an ice cream a day. Number 2, we usually ... milk for breakfast. Is it A, drunk? Is it B, drinks? Is it C, drink? So, what is the correct answer of this sentence? Letter C, drink. We usually drink milk for breakfast. Because why? Drink used with a plural subjects. Because drink no S, right? Because the subject of this sentence is we. So we usually drink milk for breakfast. Number 3, Kylie ... butter. Kylie ... butter. So, is it letter A, don't eat? Is it letter B, didn't eat? Is it letter C, doesn't eat? Which one is the correct answers? The correct answer of this sentence is letter C. Letter C. Kylie doesn't eat butter. Kylie doesn't eat butter because it is a negative form and Kylie is a third person singular pronoun. Okay, so it has to be doesn't eat butter. Okay, do you understand? Great. Number 4, Monica and Gary ... lunch. Monica and Gary ... lunch. Is it A, having? Is it B, have? Is it C, had? So, which one is the correct answers of this sentence? The correct answer of this sentence is letter B. Yes, very good. B, have. Monica and Gary have lunch. Monica and Gary have lunch. Okay, because Monica and Gary, there's 2 persons in this sentence. Okay, so it's plural subject, so it has to be have. Okay, so have is the correct answer of this sentence. Alright, so let's move on to B, fill in with do or does and answer the questions. So these are, let's take a look at letter A together. So, ... you like apples? So this is a yes-no question structure of present simple. So you need to fill the gap with either do or does. And when you finish with filling the gap, you have to answer the question based on the word in the bracket. Like example, letter A, yes. So your answer have to be yes, okay? Alright, so let's take your time and do this exercise. The answer of letter A is do. Yes, correct. Do you like apples? And when the answer say yes, you have to answer yes, I do. See? Very simple and easy as well. So these are the answers for letter A. Letter B is ... Charles drink juice and the bracket no. So you have some time to finish this exercise. So the answer of this is does, correct. Does child drink juice? And the answer is no. No. Child could be girl or boy, male or female, so it doesn't matter. Or you can just answer with the name. Child, no, child does. Does what? Doesn't. Very good, because it's a negative form. Yes. Or no, he doesn't. Alright, very simple for that answers. For letter C, ... Chris and Jane ride bike, and the answer is no. So what is the answer for letter C? And finish your exercise with this one. So the answers of letter C is do. Very good, because 2 persons, 2 people, Chris and Jane. Do Chris and Jane ride bike? And the answer is no. No. Whenever there's 2 people, the answer has to be they, right? No, they don't. Yes, negative form. For section C, write the question and answers. Okay, so for letter A, let's look at the example together. So we have the answer already. I live in Phnom Penh. I live in Phnom Penh, okay? So I live in Phnom Penh is the answer for that. But you need to write the question because we already have the answer. And it seems like they asked the answer is a place. So the question starts with what? What should it be? Where? And the sentence structure of the answer is sort of like a affirmative form. So we need to answer, or we need to start with a question, with the WA question, right? So it could be like where, and then followed by what? Where, look at our question structure together. Do, and then subject, you live. See? You have the answer to be the key in order to write the question, okay? So for letter B, what do you usually do at home after school? So this part, they already had the questions already, but we have to answer this question. Alright, so take your time and answer this question together. So the answer for this one is I usually play games at home after school. So you can just answer based on your own experience or knowledge, because just to make sure that you need to write in the correct sentence structure of present simple, okay? But you can either answer this or that, depends on your experience and your knowledge, okay? Last one for this is letter C. Again, they have the answer for you, but they don't have the question. So your job is to write the question. I have a brothers and 2 sisters. Okay, take your time and finish this exercise. So the answer for letter C is, they asked I have a brothers and 2 sisters. So it should be amount of number, okay? So it should be how many brother and sister do you have? Okay? How many brothers and sisters do you have? The answer is I have a brothers and 2 sisters. See? So you use the answer to create the question. Alright, so that's all for today. So see you next time. Goodbye!